were with us last time, we did broccoli, tofu, and beef, and it was awesome. This time we're doing shakshuka. It's a very common dish in Israel and throughout the Middle East and Northern Africa. We've got fresh vegetables, paprika, cumin, some chickpeas, some fresh tomatoes, and we're gonna throw all of this together for dinner tonight. You can also enjoy this quickly for a great healthy breakfast with good proteins. So if you're ready, let's dive in. So we've got some chopping to do. We're gonna slice an onion. We're gonna dice a bell pepper. We got a hot pepper too. We've already got stewed tomatoes that are diced and drained chickpeas. So if you've got a pot that goes from stovetop to oven really well, use that. And we've got some eggs too, and we're gonna show you how this all bakes together. So let's go. If you have been on Instagram with any regularity, you may have seen this dish pop up in all different kinds of forms. And you know, part of it is the ease, part of it is it's new to a lot of folks, and it looks great too. It's a really pretty dish. So we're just seasoning our pan with a little bit of oil, a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons, and coat that. As soon as it starts to heat a little bit, we're gonna add our onion and chili. Let's start with our onion. Just get that in there. So we're gonna let it, just press it down there, let it sit, and then we're also adding our chili. It's almost like we're creating a little foundation here. And then we're also adding our red pepper. So we want that pretty well cooked, obviously not overcooked or burnt, but browned. So you're going to let this sit for about 6 minutes, depending on the heat of your stove. I have this on medium, and let's just let it sit. So we're almost at our 6-minute mark. So we're gonna stir our veggies, onion, pepper, and chili pepper, and press them down again into the pan, and set the timer for another 6 minutes. So you can see how that pepper is just barely charred. We're ready. So the next step here is to add our garlic. And we're gonna let that cook for about 30 seconds before we add the rest. Let's stir that in. There, so once the garlic is in there, you're going to start to add your spicing. So we've got this cumin, paprika, which I'm a big fan of, and I don't see a lot of people using very often, but it's a fantastic spice. It's smoky and adds a ton of flavor. So we're gonna mix that in and just keep pressing it down so that we get it close to the heat there. And we're also going to add a little bit of salt in there. Let's grab some pepper. Put some pepper in there too. I think we're ready for our chickpeas and our tomatoes. So let's start with our tomatoes. Let's stir those in. We're not going to cook it for very long because at this stage we're getting ready for the oven. Next, let's add our chickpeas. Beautiful. Get those stirred in. I have a secret ingredient I'm going to add. It's Jarga's tomato sauce. Look how bright that is on top. That's real tomatoes. That's real vine-ripened tomatoes that are fresh. And we want to get some of that awesome flavor in there because it makes such a difference. Otherwise, it's going to be a little too watered down for me. So we've got some of that flavor now really popping. This is getting exciting. So we're going to next pour our whole pot of goodness into a baking dish. If you have a skillet that goes straight in the oven, that's awesome. And that will work perfectly. So we're also going to add some spinach to this and mix it in. The great thing about cooking at home is you really have the opportunity to add the ingredients that you need to get, if you're missing out on some greens during the day, add some into your whatever you're making. And here we're doing it with our shakshuka, and we've got so much nutrition in here now, it's blowing my mind. So next, we're gonna add the eggs into this dish, and that's kind of the fun part. Next, what I'm doing is just creating a few little wells in here, and I'm going to add whole raw egg. So we have those rinsed and ready to go. I'm gonna get the egg number 1, egg number 2. We're gonna add 3. And then we're gonna cover up a little bit of the egg white, so just kind of get it in there with the sauce. And it's ready. So we're swooping in to pull our beautiful shakshuka out of its oven. Whoa, that looks great. This looks fantastic. We have this beautiful shakshuka all ready to serve. We've got 4 people we're feeding tonight, and it's fantastic. The eggs are perfectly cooked. This whole dish just came together beautifully. All that's left is to eat it, so I hope you'll try it. We're gonna serve out a little bit now so you can get a closer look at what it's all about. That's a big spoon. That's what's gonna require to get a big scoop out. Don't forget, I added my secret sauce, the Jar Goods tomato sauce, vine ripened tomatoes. It's a luscious sauce. It's going to add so much flavor. I'm very excited about it. Ah, look at that. Incredible. I think we nailed it, folks. I think we nailed it. So take a look at Treatmo for all natural, fresh, and local ingredients and food makers like Jar Goods. You can get olive oil, you can get spices, and we're ready to eat. We've got some pita toasting in the oven, and we're going to serve this with a little bit of yogurt and hummus. People will have their choice, but this is incredible. I hope you agree, and we'll try it. Let us know what you think, and we'll see you again next time.